Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Heat 5. Today we've got Phoenix Raceway, 70 laps. We lead in the standings presently. We'll go over those at the end of this race, which will be race number 4 of the season. I also did make sure to go through, change everyone on the subscribers race or championship weight to plus 100, which is better than the AI Cup drive or the AI Xfinity drivers. So hopefully we'll see a little bit of a shuffling up here and start to notice a lot more of the subscriber drivers battling for the lead, because I've noticed that when everything became pretty even, that it just kind of went back to normal, where some of the subscriber drivers who should be better than the AI drivers were not, and that's just not what we're doing here. So anyway, let me get out here, put down some practice laps, see where we end up, and I will see you at qualifying. All right, as you're well aware, we don't, Phoenix is Phoenix, and we're not racing at Phoenix for the championship. I'm saying that right now. The schedule will be changed for the final race of the season, the championship race, plain and simple. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and qualify and see what we can do to battle our way through the field. All right, here we go. Qualifying lap now underway. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can put something down that's worth it, but we kind of entered poorly there, so that sucked. Hopefully our exit can be faster, because we went in real slow on that turn. Trying to get this thing right down on here. Get back on the gas as early as humanly possible. 25, 26. Well, that's not so bad. We just missed it. 9th place, top 10. And that's their qualifying trim. So maybe we have a chance. Maybe we do. I don't know. Take a look at your top 5. Matt Kenseth, Josh Williams, Jeremiah Graham, Josh Berry, Cole Custer round out that top 5. Bryce Egan, 6th. John Perez, 7th. We're in 9th. David Schildhouse, 11th. Max Koss, 12th. Eliza Bethel, 13th. Bernardo de Oliveira, 14th. Timothy Mathis, 15th. AJ Hale, 17th. Taylor Carpenter, 21st. Lane Tibergen, 24th. Michael Chavez, 25th. Matt Malone, 28th. Gary Norton, 32nd, and Matthias Espinoza comes in 36th, expecting there to be an issue there, which is why he ran so slow. We've got 70 laps here to try to get up in the top 5 at the least. Michael Chavez, he is not having a good day. AJ Hale, same information for him in different words. And Matt Kenseth is your pole winner.
Coming to the green, driver. Ready. Hammer down.
Get through these gears, hopefully get a nice jump off the line. We're going to jump right to the inside of Perez. Forget to shift.
Careful, slow down.
Come into turn 1 and 2 right on this line. Because, well, that's where we ended up. It wasn't really intentional, but we're going to jump a few spots, which worked out pretty nicely for us there. Turns 3 and 4 seem to be where we had the most problems before. And apparently that's not the case right now, which is pretty great for us. We've got a little breakout here. Matt Kenseth, Jeremiah Graham. So we'll have to see. Graham taking the high line. That's beneficial to us, of course. We'll see how it works out as we come off of turn number 2, gaining up on him fairly well. And I did not change this down to hard mode. I decided we're leaving it on legend for everything, including this track. So far, so good. As we're battling it out with Graham, we're going to cut the dog leg off, take the lead off of him, get off our gas a little early, though, because of the angle we were running. But it might benefit us, as our exit's going to be pretty strong. Matt Kenseth just showing the field what he's got in this car. Hopefully he doesn't bring this setup if you guys vote this track in. It will be on the list of tracks you can vote in, being probably one of our most difficult tracks. I'm not going to give a list of all tracks. I'll pick, a number of tracks that I think provide good racing, and then we'll make a selection from there. It won't be a road course. This is NASCAR. Although I love road courses, that's just not how you finish off a season. As we are going to do whatever we can to try to make up some kind of space on Kenseth. We did a little bit there, and maybe cutting the dog leg will get it, because he got that whole thing right back. Dang. We'll have to see if I can make some moves. I don't know what's going on. Well, I do know what's going on. There's always this one car, and we're chasing him down, and I'm not paying attention to what's going on behind us as we're driving away from the field. Incredible for us. Granted, you know, I think we've only run on this track one other time where we are at a fully upgraded car, so this is nice, but can Kenseth hang on for 10 more laps with our tires? Can we hang on for 10 more laps? It's actually a really good question. Appears to be looking pretty good, actually. Handful, 6 laps into it, and we're at 70, just under 75% tire wear on that right rear, so that feels pretty good. Just, man, he can hang that thing real tight there. Do we make up any time going through the dog leg? Yes, we do, and that's really the only spot where we're making up time on him. And if we can just maintain through these turns, we have a good shot at catching him, which is kind of great. This is a great race so far between the two of us. Jeffrey Earnhardt has taken over 3rd place. Bryce Egan in 4th. Brandon Jones sitting up there in 5th place. That rounds out your top 5, which is all I can see right now. Of course, we've got a pretty big line of cars, and I didn't take the dog leg because, again, talking and watching everything else except for what I'm doing will do that. Should be able to actually get a pretty hot run out of this turn as we lost a little bit of time. Gained it back on the exit of 2. Try to bring this right down here. There we go. Drop it down. Try to get that 10th back. Maybe an extra one would be nice, but doesn't look like we're going to do it. There we go. Yeah, got on it a little early there. That's going to be costly. Yeah, we are just, we're maintaining. We're driving, well, we're not even really driving. Jeffrey Earnhardt's catching us now. We had him at 2.2 seconds, so I just really have to focus on these last handful of laps. We've got, what, 6 left. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do a quick little speed up. This track is too hard for me to not do them here. I need to make sure I'm putting down the best possible laps I can to not lose position.
That'll get the job done, driver.
Caution will bring out the end of the stage we had. We were coming around to 2 to go, and I feel like we were making headway, so that kind of sucks. But we'll pit, and we ended up with 38% on that right rear. Keep that in mind for when we run a full run. We had probably 7 laps left in the tank at that point. Had some shuffling around in the top 10. I see Taylor Carpenter, who didn't have a great qualifying time, sitting there in 9th place. Congratulations to him. We jump up through the gears. After pit stops, Bethel makes her way up into the top 5. Bryce Egan's still there. Matt Kenseth behind us now because we got a great jump. And, of course, Jeffrey Earnhardt still there in 2nd place, who has had a nice run so far, catching up. In fact, he's going to jump to the inside of Kenseth and take that position away from him. He may come up on us and take the position away from us as well. I don't know. As I was watching my rear view, I didn't do a great job on that set of turns, but I think we might make a little something back right here, as we've got a half a second lead. We really just have to hit our marks pretty much exact every single time, or we're going to get caught and pass, and Earnhardt's already trying to do that. Matt Kenseth now dropping down to 5th place, battling it out with Sam Mayer for 4th. Yeah, Earnhardt's definitely gaining on us right now. Not what we want to be seeing in our rear view mirror, even with us running well. He is just able to make turn 1 and 2 a little better. We'll get a drive off on it, so that's good. Egan has also started to push us on this one, so we're going to have to drive as hard as we possibly can and hopefully not lose time. We did all right there, and then we lost it all, which is really weird. I felt like we had a really good 3 and 4, and then on exit of 3 and 4, we lost a lot of time. Here comes Earnhardt. We're going to kind of block him, and I'm driving not my line at all and not driving the way I should be driving. So let me see if I can fix this.
Hold your line. All right, you're clear there.
Crap, this isn't going well at all. We're about to get passed on the inside by Egan. Nothing really I can do about it. Try to push harder, but
Stay high up here. All right, you're clear.
Nope, I can't do that. I got touched. He's sideways. He's got it straightened out.
All right, you're clear.
Earnhardt Jr. takes advantage, gets around us. We have got Eliza Bethel on our inside.
Still there. Still there inside.
Jump down.
Follow left. Concentrate.
Try to get on the inside here of Kenseth. Nope, not able to do it. Yeah, we drop back. Egan's still there in 5th. He'll catch back up. I didn't realize. See, that's the... I should turn that up a little bit. Contact... I don't know. Never mind. Contact will do that. We had contact. He went a little sideways. He got it put together, but... My biggest thing is, it's always been trying to be able to get on the gas earlier going through 3 and 4. Should I be braking through it? A lot of times I really just ride the wheel. And then I give it, but... Gave it a little early this time, but it seemed to work pretty well. Like, I'm going to tap the brake a little bit here. Whoa. Maybe that's my whole problem. I'm not using the brake, and you saw how hot we came into that turn. Maybe I should be braking and going fast out. I mean, yeah, we took the spot, but we took it because he was there for us to ride him around the turn. So maybe I need to work on how hard I can drive that. Egan is gaining, just to keep those folks in mind to know that that is happening right now. He is he's up under a second behind us. He was at 1.2 seconds at one point, I believe, maybe even farther back. See if I can push it here a little bit, because I'm still trying to win a race regardless of what happened with Egan earlier. I'm still trying to win the race. We got a good run there, but then yeah, it's just they drive off. They're able to drive off way faster than I am. And that was always the problem for me on this track, but against AI. Real people would be struggling the same way, so it wouldn't be such a big deal, but here we go. We've got a caution coming out. Lane Tiernan choosing to pit, or maybe being forced to pit. Ryan Ellis also taking the opportunity. Gary Norton, Josh Berry going to pit, along with Greg Gaulding and Ryan Truex. So we've got some takers on pit road looking to give themselves the best opportunity down there in the back to maybe get some positions late here in the stage. We'll line them up. Eliza Bethel on the inside as we are on the outside of row number 1. The cactus goes green. We are back to racing. Just 2 laps left in stage number 2. Here we go. A big run for us. A late stage caution or a late race caution would be great for us because of our little boost that we get. We might actually be able to drive for a victory. However, I don't feel like that's going to happen. So we're just going to have to continue to work on our exit of turn number 4, because I think if we can figure out the exit of turn 4, we've got a great chance at potentially winning this race. Got a little bit of a distance there. I tagged the wall slightly, which sucked. Now I'm going to just try to hold these cars off. I mean, I didn't do very well. I spent the whole time really driving in my mirror, which is the worst thing I could do. So just stick it on the inside as hard as possible. Give it. Bethel decides to ride the high line. Earnhardt doesn't make the run enough. We'll take home a victory in stage number 2. Gonna see a big shuffle. We've got 11 drivers that stayed out. Those are the drivers that pit earlier. Should be very interesting to see how this all goes, as we're gonna get through our gears. We've got Greg Gaulding on our inside, and we're gonna have to just kind of cruise and figure it out. This is gonna be interesting. Of course, the last stage will... I saw that I could get there. Sorry, Gaulding. I was trying to fit between Gaulding and Earnhardt, and I did it, but... This is obviously final stage of the race, so interesting to see all these drivers. Why? Why did I just blow up the track like that? That sucked. That's going to cost us positions from the fast drivers like we are. 36 laps here in the final stage. We've got 23 in the tank, so it's going to be definitely a green flag pit stop, or should I say potentially a green flag pit stop, as we've already had 2 cautions in this race. And we have the relaxed cautions on, so we've had 2 big mess-ups. Although nobody out of the race. So that's interesting as Espinoza will jump to our inside and then hit his brakes not to run into Bethel. And we're back in 14th place.
Half down, half to go. This time by.
Oop. I just got to watch my stuff and see if I can start to make some headway on some of these other drivers. Bethel slows up a bit.
Still there?
And so we're going to get on the gas as early as possible. Casey Kane, huge run behind us. He's not able to take it as we cut him off, but we didn't. We're just running our line. It's not like I actually intentionally cut him off or anything. As we're going to pull up behind Galding, go high on the track. That's going to open the door for Bethel, but we're going to get on the gas as early as possible to not just give her room to drive past us. Hopefully we'll clear her before the turn because we need to dip down. We're not going to, so we're going to have to go high and get on the gas as early as possible. Bethel going to take the spot. Casey Kane going to take the spot. We're going to battle back with him on the outside. We do have a fast car. But, of course, running with Bethel here, we're going to run the high line. It's, you know, we lose early, but you gain on the exit as we're able to come out of the turn at almost 140 miles an hour, which on this track is definitely good. We're normally doing about $120 when we're going around that turn, so we're doing all right. We're doing very well in 13th place to be battling on the outside with these cars who honestly, in my opinion, run this track much better than any human can. So seeing that is kind of cool. Here comes our big run coming out of 2. That's going to get us around Josh Berry, and that's going to clear this up quite a bit as we're up into 11th place now. Going to try to get on the gas as early as possible and start to gain on some of these other cars. Now, we've got a lot of cars that are up here. Did not pit. So is it just Bethel and myself that are up here trying to push for this victory? Or are other cars up there? I don't know. I think Earnhardt is up in that pack? And he obviously was with us on pit road. So I think that's him up there, way up there. He didn't get caught up in this crap that we all got caught up in, so it should be interesting to see how that all goes as well. Bethel holding her own as the pack is starting to catch me again. I don't know why that's happening. Maybe I do need to work on keeping this car out of, or running the outside there, because we're doing on exit, I don't know. It's, I guess 140 there was exit, but I feel like we're hitting that exit a little bit better. We've got a car in the wall. We've got a slow car. It looks like Austin Hill. They're in 9th place. Smoke coming from the car. We're going to lose it. Oh, my goodness. Why did that happen? As Austin Hill trying to get down onto pit road. We drop back to 15th as we almost lost it going onto the apron, which sucked. And here we go. Now we got to figure out how to catch back up and get some positions back. Of course, as we're well aware, Sam Mayer and a lot of these drivers will be pitting way before us, but they're also going to be able to make it to the end after that. So it's definitely, if Austin Hill had brought out a caution, that would have changed things up for those drivers maybe. I'm not really sure. Trying to figure out what I can do to stick with these drivers. We got Timothy Mathis on our outside in that sweet, sweet Reese's paint scheme. Casey Kane in front of us. We're just trying to get back what we lost from the Austin Hill stuff. We're able to make the pass on the inside of Timothy Mathis. Running the outside line unintentionally. Not great for us, but there we go. Austin Hill merging back in with traffic. Must have had a blown tire. Was able to get that thing down onto the apron, get it out of the way for the most part, and get himself on a pit road with no further incident. He is running last currently. However, I don't know if he might actually be able to make it to the end. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. If there's less than 25 laps remaining, he will be able to make it to the end on what he has, which could be crazy. He's at 25 laps. Can he save? I guess is the big question. If we bring this thing around one more time without a caution, we are in our pit window, which means any caution will have everybody pitting, and then we'll all be on equal stuff. I'm sure the drivers that are in the top positions, aside from myself, Eliza Bethel, and Jeffrey Earnhardt, are all hoping for that exact situation that would put them on pit road with us to finish out this race and to be in the lead again. I just messed that up really bad. Timothy Mathis going to take advantage of my mess up, but we're on the outside, so we get that better run off, and we're gonna just maybe kiss the wall. If otherwise, it felt more like we just barely tagged it. Get down as far as we can on the apron there, and that's actually gonna open the door for us against Casey Kane. And that was a nice run on turn number 4 there. If I could figure out how to do that every single time, I think we'd be in a pretty good spot. I'm just almost tempted to run that middle line through 1 and 2. Mathis has cleared Earnhardt Jr. on pit road. Or is he smoking? He is smoking as well. Please bring it around so that we don't get that caution. He's got a long way to go, though, to bring it around. He may bring out a caution. Nope. There he is. We get smashed into hard by Mathis as we're trying to brake for the accident. And really loose coming out of 2, but we're able to recover. And here we go. Whoa, car is super loose right now. We got damage. Yeah, we got damage from the hit to my rear end. All right, good to know. 21 left in the race. Where am I going? 9 in our tank. 23% on our tires, so we might have to pit a little early. I don't know, but yeah, probably gonna have to pit early. Bring up our tires here so we see how far we can make it. Had a couple cars smoke out, and I actually don't see Earnhardt Jr. getting back on the track, so he may be out of the race. Unfortunate for the day for that group. Of course, now my hope is to not, I'm going to run a little bit easier as to not burn up my tires, because we really want to get as far as we can on these tires. But yeah, I just slid a little bit, and that cost us another 2% doing that. So we're not losing the pack in front of us, but we're definitely driving a lot slower right now. We are in the pit window, but we want to be able to drive as hard as we want at the end of this race. And also we want these other drivers that pit before the end to pit so we can get those positions back. I've got 10% left on my tires, though, which is guaranteeing I'm going to be pitting in the next 2 or so laps. So not great for us. I don't know if that's how everyone else is going to be affected, but that's definitely where we're at. We're going to bring it around one more time, and then we're going to pit. It's not what I want, but it's obviously what I have to do because we're not looking great right here. Yeah, we're down to 4%. We don't have a choice. We're going to pull this thing down on pit road and hope that, oh, whoops. Thought it was that turn. My bad. Anyway, never practiced this pit road. Please tell me what the speed is.
We're gonna need those tires to last, driver.
I know we will. Wow, did I pull off way too early.
Slow down.
Whatever. Oh, here we go. Final pit stop. We're going to lose a lot of spots. As long as there's not a caution, we should be all right.
Okay, get back
Our
in
pit
there.
stop
Let's
was as
go.
clean as it could be. I did not repair the damage on the car. And here we go.
Inside,
Jeffrey
inside.
Earnhardt behind us. And we are in 34th place, and a caution comes out, so not great. That sucks. We are, we're a lap down.
All right, now, be smart out there. Going green. Ready. The green flag is in the air. Still there inside.
That was tire management on my part. I could have managed them better.
Road clear.
If I could have managed them for 2 more laps, we'd have been fine. Caution would have come out for everyone. We would have been just fine. But now we're a lap down. We need another caution to come out, and it's probably not going to happen.
Still there.
We're faster than these cars in the back, but we're not going to catch them up front.
10 more solid laps. Concentrate for me.
Not with 10 to go, especially.
Hold your line, got one inside.
Just not what we wanted, but that's how racing goes sometimes, am I right? Had a good race car. We led some laps. We definitely were a top 5 race car. And in the end, we're going to end up just a little bit short on this one because it's being lapped down. Late race caution came out a little too late for us.
Stay high, stay
A little too early for the guys who hadn't pit yet. Again, for us, so get a nice run off, but we can't really get around Brendan Poole here. See if I can run higher than him and pull it.
Stay high up
Oof,
there.
I really had to come off the gas, but gonna kind of squeeze him, and he had to come off the gas, so that was good for us. We're not getting any actual positions here, but we're gonna run it around and try to get
Carlo now.
some spots. I don't know. I don't think we can get any spots. Gary Norton, Lane Tibergen also caught a lap down. A number of cars behind us caught a lap down. Just unfortunate for every one of us here. But, you know, we're doing the best we can. This track, not our best track anyway, so to be put in the situation we got put into. Again, though, a caution comes out that could change everything. We'll be put at the back of the pack, but we could pick up, you know, a spot or two. Right now we're sitting in 27th, but we're battling with these cars that are in front of us.
Clear high, bud.
And we've made a number of passes on cars that we would have passed on our own. So, that all sucks. I don't love it, but we got to do what we got to do.
Inside.
Here comes Sage Karam on the inside. He's a playoff driver,
Clear up top there.
but he is not for position. He is a lap in front of us. Gonna ride behind Mr. Perez. See if I can jump around his inside on exit. We've got Sam Mayer right there. He is actually a lap down as well. So he got
You're clear there.
he got it pretty bad.
Hold your line, got one inside.
We try to push it because if a caution were to come out while he's in front of us, we're gonna not get that lap back anyway.
Driver.
So that's also a problem.
Stay low, stay low.
Mayer goes the outside, which honestly to me would probably be the preferred because you can get a better drive off and you can pinch him down on exit.
Careful, still there.
Looks like we've got Carpenter and Schildhaus riding the high line. Because we've got just 4 to go. Sam Mayer's driving away up there. Sage Karam comes in. Gets that run again. He'll get it together. He'll be fine.
All right, you're clear.
See, he got it together. I don't really care anyway, but he did get it together. Sam Mayer, who led a lot of laps in this race, actually, he is now just driving around everybody. And we're not catching anybody now. So this is where we're going to stand. Not even 27th. We actually lost that spot to him and are now running 28th. Pole winner, Matt Kenseth, though, he avoided all this crap because he didn't burn up his tires like a moron, and he is in the lead by a long shot. He's just driving away from everyone. We've caught another group of drivers. Again, wouldn't have mattered. Just having Sam Mayer up there. Doesn't matter if I pass all 4 of these guys because in the end, we're going to end up finishing 28th. If something happens the next couple laps, I will come back on the mic. Otherwise, we'll see you at the end of this race.
Can't win them all.
And there you have it, 28th place in the Xfinity Series, still with a 102 speed rating because it was not our driving that put us here. It was kind of our driving because of our tire wear, but it was more just misfortune. Taking a look at your race results, Matt Kenseth comes home with the victory after taking pole. Matthias Espinosa comes in second, Jeffrey Earnhardt third. Bryce Egan, told you you'd finish fine after our little wreck, which was also the thumbnail, fourth place. And Anthony Alfredo comes in 5th. Eliza Bethel 6th. Matt Malone 7th. Casey Kane 8th. Timothy Mathis 9th. Taylor Carpenter 11th. Michael Chavez 12th. Jeremiah Graham 20th. John Perez comes in 22nd. Bernardo de Oliveira 25th. David Schildhouse 26th. We come in 28th. Leighton Timmergan caught a lap down with us in 30th. Gary Norton caught down a lap in 31st. Max Koss caught down a lap in 33rd. AJ Hale caught down a lap in 34th. And our two DNF drivers, Austin Hill and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Austin Hill did not DNF. He was just 6 laps down. Never mind. Fastest lap of the race goes to Dale Earnhardt Jr. with a 26.373. That's fantastic. Matt Kenseth led the most laps in the race. Matthias Espinosa started 36th, finished 2nd. And Max Koss started 12th, finished 33rd, tough break driver of the race. Well, we ended up getting a little screwed over in that last race, but that's all right. We'll bounce back from it. We do still lead in the standings because of our win and our second place finish earlier in the season. We have 3 top 5s and then a 28th place finish. So I feel pretty good about what we can do out there. In our next episode, we'll be running 94 laps at Phoenix Raceway again, this one in the Cup Series, and this one, well, I don't think it's going to be very pretty at all for us, so that's going to not be the greatest for us, and we'll see what we can do against the other subscriber drivers, because we're certainly not going to be vying for any positions against the other higher-rated drivers. Got a little bit of money in the bank. Hopefully that's going to be enough to finish us maxing out our primary people who work on the cars. So that'll be important for us as well. But all that'll happen in the next episode. I would like to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.